Hi, my name is Shayla Messier, and I'm a licensed practical nurse at the Village of White River Junction in White River Junction, Vermont. I'm here today to present to you my proposal for implementation of online policy management software. The information I will be presenting to you today includes ramifications, the lack of care for residents, delayed policy implementation, frustration due to lack of communication, potential for liability, the research supporting these claims, project description, how does it work and how does it solve the problem, my budget, the conclusion, and any questions. The current process for communicating these policy changes is printing physical copies of policy changes and new policies being implemented. These are then placed in a binder in each medroom. This process results in staff not being adequately informed when changes are being made, care being provided that is no longer current best practice, and the inconsistency of care being provided to the residents also results in confusion and frustration for all involved. The current process allows a gap in time between when these policies are being developed and the time that they are implemented. This contributes to a decrease of the quality of care being provided and puts the company at a risk of liability. A lack of communication can occur due to the current process of communicating policy changes to the staff. Having staff who are feeling frustrated with communication can further result in having staff that leave the company. Having policies that are implemented but not being performed consistently and accurately by the staff due to miscommunication can leave potential for legal and financial consequences. The laws and requirements are ever changing for our business. These articles highlight how the process currently takes place at the village and could have detrimental effects. Policy management software will help increase communication and understanding, as well ensure adequate policy implementation. An article written for Power DMS discusses the vast ways that a delay in updated policies getting implemented can affect the business. They're quoted by saying, in every company, practices shift and evolve with time. But if you fail to regularly update, maintain, and distribute policies, employees won't know how to perform the processes that keep your organization operating smoothly. In another article by Anton Vidovin for Internal Communication Solutions, he highlights the potential dangers of a lack of leadership communication. He's quoted by saying, a lack of communication between managers and employees can be disastrous for a workplace. It will lead to mistakes, lack of direction, and reduced productivity and poor morale. The most efficient way to solve delayed implementation and staff notification of new and changed policies is to implement an online policy management software program. This entails replacing our current process of using binders in each medication room with an online software program, budgeting for the yearly subscription to that software, and offering training for staff to become familiar with the proposed software Elucid Policy Manager. Elucid Policy Management software automates policy access, review, approval, and attestation throughout the organization. Tracking and reporting features ensures audit and regulatory compliance, and manager-assigned competencies track the staff's knowledge of policies and procedures. All of this is accessible through an easily navigated dashboard that can be seen on the next slide. Each employee will have their own login and access through the devices with internet access at the facility. This is an example of the Elucid Policy Manager dashboard. It has very easily accessible and labeled uh, areas that each employee can access to ensure that they have understanding of all policies and procedures that are implemented by the facility. Implementing this software will improve the communication of policies and procedures by providing an ease of access and virtual notifications when these things are taking place. The improved communication uh, of policies and procedures and the period between change of and implementation of policy or procedures, reducing the opportunity for liability. Decreasing the implementation time of policies ensures prompt delivery of our best care practices. The benefit of this project is that The only expenses necessary to complete the implementation is the yearly fee paid to MCN Healthcare for the Elucid Policy Management software. The internet access which is needed is already provided at the village and budgeted into our yearly costs. And here I've put my information. Please feel free to contact me with any questions or clarification of any of the information provided here today. Thank you for your time.